Hi, I'm Dr. John Newsnap, president and founder of NBI. And we've all heard that phrase, trust your gut. Trust your instincts. There's a gut feeling that occurs when something's wrong. Now, too often, people ignore that. There's also a gut feeling when things feel right. And many times people rationalize that away too and do something different than what their gut is telling them. But there's a biological basis for that gut instinct that actually can be causing your illnesses or symptoms that you may be having that you might think have nothing to do with intestinal health. In fact, your gut is so important to your overall body that it has its own nervous system, that it has a higher concentration of hormones that typically we think of and are written about in the popular press, that we think of being mostly brain hormones like serotonin that's involved in mood, melatonin that helps initiate sleep. Those hormones are in higher concentrations. In fact, there's 400 times more melatonin produced in the gut than in the brain. Those hormones are more important in the gut for gut health than most people realize. Symptoms such as joint pains that move around, rashes that move around, brain fog, difficulty processing information, can actually be coming from problems you're having in your gut. Now, why is that? Well, most of the immune system is actually clustered around the gut, which makes sense. Technically speaking, from your mouth all the way through is a hollow tube. It's outside of the body. So your body is being exposed to foreign food and bacteria that you're putting in every day, and it needs to have a strong immune system to help prevent infections and to be able to protect you from the outside world. Now, where things go wrong is when you may have an infection or you may have food allergies. And these things are oftentimes not recognized as such because they can be sort of insidious. You can have a low-grade infection or food allergies that you're not really recognizing because the symptoms are gas and bloating, postnasal drip. They can cause diarrhea or constipation. It's the chronic activation of the immune system over time because of an infection or eating foods that you're reacting to that can damage the lining of the intestines. And when that happens, you get leaky gut. And these antigen complexes, as they're called. The immune proteins are antibodies, and the antigen is the food or the proteins in the food that you may be reacting to. They attach, and they can get into your circulation. The first place they go is your liver. And if you have chronic immune activation and you're chronically exposed to what you're eating and shouldn't, or you're chronically reacting to a low-grade infection that you might have in your intestines, then it can overwhelm that system in the liver that detoxifies that breaks those down. And those protein antibody antigen complexes can pass through the liver and enter systemic circulation, where when they get to a very slow blood flow called the end arteries that are in skin and in joints, just like sediment in a river, that goes into eddies in a river and sort of sediments down. Those little particles can sediment out of circulation in areas of your body where there is slower or less blood flow, such as skin and joints. And that can cause an immune activation in that area. It can get that area angry. And that's where you get the rashes and the joint pain, and it can move around from area to area. It can also decrease the ability, again, for brain fog. There's a whole, or the ability to process information easily and cause brain fog. There is a long list of conditions, including migraine headaches and things that people oftentimes don't associate with their gut that actually are stemming from problems in the gut that you can identify and you can do things about them. I've created an article about it. It's called, and I'm going to post the link to it in the comments below. Take a look at that article because it expands on this and it teaches you what those symptoms are, what to look for, and not only that, what you can do about it to get your gut in tip-top shape. So when you listen to your gut and listen to what's bothering you and you know what to do about it, there are a whole host of positive health effects that come from that. So take action, read the article that I'm going to comment below, that I'm going to put in the comments below. Have a fantastic day, have a great week, and I'll see you here next week.